Hello my lovely people, and welcome to your weekly reading for the 19th to the 25th. So what have we got going on this week? So Mercury's out of retrograde, which is going to make a difference about the way we feel, love, money, abundance, starting to shift forward. Mercury's gone into retrograde, be out on the 6th or 7th of December. So particularly Virgos and Geminis, keep an eye out, especially if you're going Christmas shopping, for anything electrical contracts. Be careful, don't not buy them, just go extra careful. All right, what is the energy, overall energy for this week, please, of the 19th? Okay, 3 of Pentacles, 7 of Cups, choices. Let's see what else we've got. This is general energy for all signs. Okay, there's the 5 of Pentacles there. Let's stop a minute and have a look. Actually, no, I want to clarify 5 of Pentacles. There we go. Okay. And it's the 4 of Wands. So let's have a look then. The overall energy for this week is the 3 of Pentacles. Now, this is a card of collaboration, working with others, leaning on others, sharing with others. And it's related to our work and income and finances. And by collaborating, by letting people in, by leaning on people, then we are better as a whole than we are on our own. We achieve more together than we do on our own. So the overall energy for this week is about working together. Now, in terms of what, we've got the 7 of Cups. So this is a card of choices and decisions and looking at different options. So staying with these two together for a moment, I want you to think about this week, where can I get involved? All right, so let's just stay with that for a moment. Where can I increase my options and choices by allowing others to come in, or for me going into their projects? So for those of you self-employed, building businesses, this week the energy really is about collaborating. Look around you, look at some options, use that amazing creative mind to say, how can I build this better? How can I get more work in? How can I develop further the work that I have? Now, this isn't going to apply to all of you, but for those of you who are self-employed, really look, because there's some options around you. The 7 of Cups is a card of choices and decisions and mulling things over and looking at the pros and cons of different options. And it may be as well for some of you that you're looking at the options around you outside of work, kind of, how can I get more involved with my community? How can I get more involved with what's around me in my community? What can I join? What groups are there? Because I know many of you are quite isolated and alone. So it's kind of looking at, how can I get involved with other things going on with other people so that I'm not so alone? And I feel that that's the emphasis of the energy this week. And even those of you with families, it's about saying, how can I get the family more involved in what I'm doing? Sharing the chores, going out shopping together, going to events together. But it's very much about working with others this week. I'm bringing in here the 5 of Pentacles, because this is a card about feeling left out and pushed out and a little bit lonely and a little bit alone. But it's all going on inside, behind those windows. There is a lot going on. And so I'm really feeling for many of you this week, it's about opening yourself up to say, there are options for me to join things, collaborate, get involved, maybe do some voluntary work down at your local things. Have a look what's around you, just be open to it. And as you're open to it, you're going to bring some of those into some of those cups, feel it and go, actually, that's not right for me. No, that one can go. But some of them you'll think, yeah, actually, I wouldn't mind getting involved in that, even if it's only a short-term thing. You know, I know in the UK coming up now in November, there's lots of pantomimes and things going ready for Christmas. Maybe you want to get involved with helping out. It's a way of reaching into the community, making new friends, new collaborations, okay? So it's on multiple levels, and it's to get you out of this energy of feeling alone and feeling a little bit left out. Now, that Five of Pentacles is also a card of struggling financially, okay, being in the poverty consciousness, you know, and yet we all have money troubles from time to time. It's about staying in the positivity that it's going to be okay, even if you're in horrific debt, even if you're massively overdrawn, even if money doesn't seem to be flowing. This is where we can start looking at some of those options around us, or collaborating with others about how I can make this better, and staying in the positivity, because as we do that, we're aligning with flow and prosperity and work flow and income flow and job coming in, the different things that can come in to help you get out of this space. But the most essential part of getting out of that space is to stay totally positive. And I know it's hard, but the more we align with what I haven't got and what I need, the more we're in the lack, and the more that perpetuates, continues, goes on. Now, you don't want to be in that space, so it's really focusing your mind and your thoughts on I am abundant, I am. Comment that below. I am abundant, I am. And if you have to get a pen and piece of paper and write it down, anything and everything that is abundant in your life. If you haven't got a job, you're abundant in time. Okay, I've got loads of time. I can be getting involved with some voluntary work. I can get to know other people. Maybe a job will come out of that. Let's get into what I'm abundant in. Maybe you've got lots of friends. That's your abundance. Maybe you live in a lovely community. Anything at all that is your abundance, focus on that, and that's what shifts. It starts to shift it forward, and it's shifting it forward into this Four of Wands, which is a beautiful card. This is a card of stability, foundation, security, partnership. Often the card of proposals, marriage, but it's about saying, right, how can we pull all this together then to stabilize my life? And sometimes it's not so much the life that needs stabilizing, it's the emotions or the mental health. You know, if I'm feeling very lonely, I might be depressed. That makes me withdraw from people. But actually the way to get out of that is to move into being around people. Yeah, and this is why I just getting this about the collaboration and the choices. Look at what's around you. Even if you're really demotivated and low and down, try and get involved in something that is community based, that is people based. It gives you a purpose, it gives you a connection. We start to feel life's worth living again. So we're stepping out of that aloneness and pushing through, which stabilizes us on multiple levels. We feel stronger emotionally and mentally, just feel better in ourselves, and that starts to shift and change that energy where we were feeling from there. Okay, let's have a look at the Lenormand card, see what they want to add. What else can we tell everybody, please, to the energy of this week? The overall energy for this week. How can they use and harness this energy to help them drive forward? Okay, lovely. That's another 3. See, 3 is the card of collaboration. That's the ship. That's a card about travel and trips. So staying with that theme of being around people, letting people in, go and have a trip somewhere. Go and see a friend. Go and see family. Go home. Whatever you can do to help you. All right, that's the staircase there. We'll look at these cards in more detail in a minute. Okay. All right, let me just show you these and these. I love the way they repeat themselves. All right, these are the same cards. 3 wrong one. Okay, 3 of Pentacles, collaboration. 7 of Cups, choices. 3 of the ship, travel, and the staircase, choices. These are the same cards. So they're repeating the same message. They want you to be looking at your options and choices, about being more involved, collaborating with other people. So they're just repeating it there. So that's emphasizing it. Get out of that space of being on your own and get in with being around other people. What else do we want to tell people, please? Okay, this is the broom and the whip. We want to use that broom to, you know, sweep clean, to get rid of, to cleanse, to clear, to get away from this energy here of feeling left out. That whip. Normally, I would say this whip is a negative card. You know, we're being whipped into shape. We're being bullied. We're being hurt, right? But in this case, I feel that that whip is actually about you whipping yourself into shape. Because it's very easy with this card to be in the pity party of nobody loves me, I haven't got any friends, I haven't got a job, I haven't got any money, life is shit, etc. Now, we've got to whip yourself out of that space, because the longer you stay there, the harder it is to get out of. So make the decision today, right now, this week, I am coming out of this space. I'm going to start collaborating. I'm going to start reaching out. I'm going to start getting involved. And that's going to push me out of that space. What else do we want to tell everybody, please? Okay, I'm going to go with these two. Good. Okay. And these two are coming out together. This is the death card. Okay, transitions, changes, and that's what we want. We want to change out of that space. And by changing out of that space, by transitioning out of that space, you're bringing in, coming away from the coffin, which is death, okay? Transition, change. And you're coming into the dice energy, which is luck and good fortune. And so this is where we're shifting things forward, okay? We want to come out of that negative space, of that lonely space, of that isolated space, so that we are shifting the vibration, we are shifting our luck, all right? And the luck starts to come in and things start to shift and change. So what's the outcome, please? Well, I want to go with the card on the bottom, and the outcome is the wishing well. This is the equivalent of the magician card in the ordinary tarot, if you like. This is manifesting, creating, wishing your dreams. What are your dreams? You're getting your hopes and wishes and aspirations back. And that is fantastic. So this is a week, guys, of manifesting and creating in a collaborative way, working with others, letting people in. So this is what many of you need to be manifesting, putting in your well, all right? I want friendships. I want partnerships. I want to be involved with my community. I want to work in partnership with others. I want to spend more time with family and friends. Whatever it is for you, this is what you are manifesting and focusing on this week, is opening up to let other people in and you connecting with new people and existing people, especially as we're in Mercury retrograde now. Some of those connections can be to do with the past, old friends, old lovers, people we haven't seen for years, reconnecting with our inner child, reconnecting with ourself and with life, where perhaps some of you have been a bit in hermit mode, pulled back. Now we want to come forward. So we've got a manifesting week. I am creator, I am. Comment that below. I am manifesting my wishes, my hopes, my dreams. Let's have a look what the angels want to add. Do the angels want to add to this, please, for this week? What are our angels wanting to bring in for us this week? One more shuffle. That's the one we want. Okay. And that's what another confirmation, fulfillment. One of the things I was saying there is about when we feel isolated, when we don't feel a value, when we haven't got a job, when we're left out in the cold, life just feels so not right. We need to feel psychologically fulfilled. We need to feel we have purpose, we have meaning. We need to feel that we have a place in the world. And so by allowing that collaboration, by allowing others in, by you getting involved, push yourself out of that little rut if you're stuck in it. Use that whip to whip yourself out of bed and get down there to the voluntary centre, going to the soup kitchen, to the charity shop, whatever it is that you're going to get involved in. You'll feel so much more fulfilled. And as you feel fulfilled and of meaning and life having purpose, everything starts to shift and change. It's a beautiful week of letting people in. It's a beautiful week of connection. All right, my darlings, I hope this helps. Have a fabulous week, and I'll see you next week for more messages from your angels and higher self. Take care. Lots of love. Bye-bye.